Well, it's time to go to Florida. Let's go. First meal of the day, Pine Lodge. It's right on a swamp. Okay. I know I haven't really done any vlogging, but you know, from Texas to Mobile, Alabama is 10 and a half hours, and it's just driving. But we are here. I'm here with you. This is the Admiral disc golf course. It's on the outskirts of Mobile. It's like where the county line kind of ends or something, and then you have this municipal park that has this big open space here. This little pond, maybe for kid fishing or something. And then you have this park. This is one of the top 100 rated disc golf courses in the country. I believe it's the second highest rated course in Alabama. I think a lot of disc golfers already kind of like it when there's like pine trees because they grow tall and the branches they don't stick out as much and the lines are defined. So it just looks nice. It looks nice and it kind of plays, it can play fair, more fair. But anyway, we're on our way to Calvin's house in Florida, and I wanted to play something on the way, and yesterday was just driving, so. This is the Admiral. They have 3 tees of concrete. I'm gonna play at I was gonna play the blues, but I don't wanna be out here all day. Yeah, we'll play the blues. I'll just punish myself. I don't know how much of this footage I'm even gonna keep. We're just gonna go with the flow. No warm up. Let's see, it rained. Some kind of a storm came through last night. Everything is wet. I have 2 new discs in my bag. Oh, I have a cool new towel. Check it out. It's cute. And I've got 3 new discs in my bag. So I have a Glow Whale I'm gonna try, and then I have 2 brand new Fireflies that I've never even putted with once. So that is the plan right now. This main compartment is just normal. Haven't really changed it from last season. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna unzip my towel compartment. So par 4, 525 goes up and then it goes left. But it goes up. It goes up. So they want you to get to the top before you can go left. I don't think I'm playing the blues. They want me to just get out of the car and just throw straight down this little gap right here. Or you can take this little one maybe and just kind of split the difference. Man, if you're just really feeling it, you just go right up the gut. All right, let's see. I literally have not thrown a single disc yet. Okay, let's see. I'm also wearing brand new shoes. So I haven't played in these, and there's like rocks all over this tee pads. Usually exposed rocks make things slippery, so we'll see. Don't hit the only tree. I can't even make this up. Are you kidding? How do I get out of the car and just throw that shot? That's so cool. Okay, so here's my drive. I went way up this part. All the pine straws swept into these little piles. It's kind of cute. The basket's hidden, tucked into that little cove. And I'm gonna have to be creative if I want to play a shot here. You know, I have this like really steep forehand flex shot that won't start fading fast enough, and then I have the either make it or you don't gap right here for backhand. So I guess we're just gonna have to take our chances with the gap. Make it or you don't. I'm core strength. I'm focused. I believe I can do it. I threw it. I missed every tree. I kicked right. I'm on the green. Hello. So yeah, I did 10 and a half hours yesterday, mostly on I-10, some on 12. Traffic that whole way, it was pretty congested. And the last like hour or two was just so many cars use that road. And I had to drive a little bit at night, which is not my favorite thing to do. But anyway, we made it. We slept at a Best Western, got some sleep, went to the little gym this morning, did some cardio, and now we had a little bit of breakfast. Ooh. And we got a birdie on the very first hole. How cool is that? Hole 2, a little gentle fade. You can get, oh, you know what? This is like a putter shot. I can try the whale. I'm excited about that. Okay, just throw it forward and then let the whale fly. A gentle, straight fade. It didn't fade fast enough, but that was pretty good. I'm hoping that that disc proves very useful in the coming days. Okay, we got like a 30-footer. Okay, let's see. Oh, I yanked it to the right, caught the nubs. Okay, not too bad. Now, hole 3's this way. I haven't been feeling like too excited about the tour starting. But, you know, a part of me is, like, I got pretty emotional just like packing the car and thinking about starting to drive and set sail and start the road again. It was like pretty sad. It was just emotional to think about all that, you know, starting the life on the road again. But we're on the road now, and for days like this, it's worth it. This is hole 3, 246. You got pretty narrow gaps here. There's like technically 3 distinct ones. Very flippy disc for backhand. If you got to the corner of the box, you could bend it like Beckham and try to play a turnover. It seems like a little forehand is sort of like there. So I've got a mid-range. I'm gonna try to be, you know, I gotta take over for Jeremy Colling on the end of a team for the forehand shots. So we just gotta trust myself. Pop it. Are you kidding me? That's a commercial. Ace run, park job, birdie, mid-range flick. Colling, I got you. Covered, dude. All right, just ignore the me trying to be cool on camera after I threw a surprisingly good flick. That's just me not knowing what to do with my hands. So yeah, I threw the Inca. The one I have is way too flippy. I want to try to find a better one, but I did just throw a really good flick with it. When there's no wind and you kind of throw it soft, it works out pretty well. I like it for a forehand. So that's cool. Yeah. It's got a cool stamp, a little Aztec vibe. So, birdie there. All right, this is hole 4. This is a par 5. There's mainly just one line. I mean, there's this skinny gap on the left that doesn't seem realistic. And it sort of seems like you don't want to go too far, so I'm going to try to control that distance by throwing a fairway driver. I have a T-bird right here, so I'm just going to frame it up and make a play. It looks okay, maybe. Okay, it faded just too soon. Me trying to be controlling on that hyzer angle going uphill. Started to fade too much. Almost had a good one. I mean, I have a framed up gap. It looks like we're gonna continue going down and to the left. I don't wanna throw something that has too much fade backhand, so I wanna try a TL3 forehand and try to let it flip late. So more of like throw it flat and then let the TL3 turn on its own slowly, which it did pretty well. I got some fade at the end. Check it out, there's a little peak down these fairways. This is just amazing looking. I'm hoping the camera can pick this up, but it's just fog. Like all this gray washed out color is just fog settling down because it's a little muggy. Pretty cool. I'm right here though. Okay, now that I'm in the woods and looking at this, I'd probably throwing too much fade was the right call. Backhand, this little forehand needed to not fade out. So this is my third. Obviously you guys are following along probably. So we got some fade. No way. That was a horrible kick. I tried to throw a forehand. I did throw a forehand. Okay. Lots of throws, plenty of trees to miss out here. Let's see if we can miss a few more. See if we can miss a few more. Now we got a par putt. Every step of the way, there was trees. We got a par. Now we go to this. We got these little trails that we're going down, and there's signs whenever there's a fork in the road, which is very, very, very helpful. Loving it. Navigating has been pretty good so far. We're just moving through the woods. Okay, this is hole 5. This one is a forehand hole for righties. It's like 250. So like if I had like a stable mid-range, like a Cayman, that'd be a good option here. I have this T-bird, so I'm just gonna try to put enough ante on it for it to go left a little bit. Hit the basket for ace. Dead center cage, just a couple inches low. Oh! Let's see. Bradley reaction cam. Man, just putting enough ante on it was the key. Oh, that little T-bird just wasn't never at Shane height. It was too low. But we got a basket hit. That's pretty cool. Thank you, T-bird. We're back on the birdie schedule. Thank you for being such a good disc. Aw, got a beautiful T-bird for a beautiful shot. And now we're going to hole 6. I'm not sure why it says Viking Trail. I don't know if the Vikings settled here, but there's a Viking Trail if you go that way. No trespassing though, after dark. All right, this is a par 4, 611 feet. For righties, you mostly are gonna get this like little middle gap here, kind of like a little flip up hold. I'm gonna try my baby destroyer. Hopefully it's the right amount of stability, but also flippiness to make it fly a bit. Yeah, no, seriously, just a couple inches. It was breaking, it was fading, and then I caught just a piece of the tree. Yeah, because it's 12 speed, it just got there a bit fast, and I also threw it just a tiny bit too straight, like, or yeah, a couple degrees right. I think people would do good throwing like much flippier discs on a lot more hyzer and make them stand up from the middle, but I tried to get sneaky with a 12 speed and it almost worked. I can't really decide if I have enough room to play for the birdie still, but there is like a stretch out, like forehand. I have like a flippy destroyer, my bottom stamped one. I think if I just get the nose down some and play it forward, it came out a little bit, kick left. Okay, so I have a putt, pin high putt. It's like 19C right now. It's a little humid, and I did some cardio at the gym this morning, so I'm like, my body temperature's up a bit. So wearing joggers and cotton, I feel a little sticky. This putt is like more of a stretch out. We're like 45 feet, and there's a little bit of stuff in my swing. Oh, now my knee is wet. Okay, my knee is wet. That's just reality now. Drop down, wrist flick, hold the line, have it high enough to give it a chance, and then we just play disc off here. So we're up. Great putt. I'll stop the camera. All right, this is hole 7. This is a downhill par 3, 246. It's got 2 lines. There's a pond that plays right on the basket, basically. It could be that the basket's actually on a peninsula, completely surrounded by water. So I put my name on my putter. I'm gonna try to play it short. I would love to keep trying out this disc, but I think I just need to kind of play a semi-straight small fade down that gap here. Uh-oh. It could be gone forever. Skip, skip. Yeah, it might be gone. Unfortunate. I barely threw that disc. Shoot. Okay, we're at the green. I see my disc. It's in the water. So I probably went in right about here. Bogey boy. Sad. Sad boy. Okay, this is the 8th. This is a par 4, 554. You got an uphill shot out into this open space. You have it framed up right here. So I'm gonna go like a semi-flippy halo destroyer. I tagged a little branch, right, coming out of the gap. So took all the power off of it, but it's an easy birdie and a little throw-in chance for the eagle. And this is kind of looking back at the start of the complex. You got this little forest line that feeds into the pond, some drainage. And then you have the pond that kind of dams up right here. And then you have the course. It's really nice. Okay, we just got to get up and down for the bird. Come on, drop in. Oh yeah, oh yo, choochie poochie poochie poo. And I don't know where to go now. Probably a long walk to the other side of the complex, I guess. All right, this is the 9th. This is like an uphill gap shot. I got the 180 gram Anubis out here, glow. I think if we just keep it going straight, throw it basically almost flat. Maybe just a smidge of fade angle on it. Should be all we need to keep going up the hill. Skip, skip, and a kick. And we're on the green. Crossing the little bridge. This place is very nice. I don't know much about Mobile. I know Mobile, Alabama. But there's no one on the course today but me right now. And that's, as a touring player, that's what we like. That's what I like. That's what I like. Because I want to be able to like film around, but I don't want to like hold up people, or if I want to talk more about a hole, I don't want to do it like when there's people trying to play. So like when there's no one on the course, this is perfect. So the Anubis is sort of like a stable Mako right now for my bag, which is pretty fun. All right, this is hole 10, par 3, 311 feet. Kind of goes, why is this disc wet? It kind of goes uphill and then it fades gently. I'm thinking about trying my flippy Mako, my Norway Mako, my special green Norway Mako. But yeah, I think if I just keep it on a hyzer angle and then follow through, it should just take care of itself. Oh, it's too flippy. Or I threw it bad. One of the two, one of the 3, 4, 5 things. So we got a little hemmed up right here on the bushes. That little fade would have been nice. Okay, so we've got about a 35 footer down the hill. It needs to be high enough to go in and then kind of flattish. Oh, yeah. No, wasn't high enough. Okay, the first car has arrived. Boy. Okay, this is the 11th. This is a par 4. It's 464. The basket's over this pond on a berm, and I don't want to throw a backhand towards the water, so I'm going to try a baby destroyer and just play a little forehand. Try to keep it low, catch some edge. Yeah, now I'm not in the pond. All right, this upshot's 200 feet. I'm gonna go standstill. This needs to be like a full throw, and I should be clear of the water. Oh, if it would have faded right then, had a chance at a throw-in. That was a nice shot. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know why, but that went way left out of my hand. Okay, hole 12, 227, baskets on a little knoll, little raised up knoll with a drop off in the back. I've got the whale. I think if I play it flat, soft, kind of a, well, not soft, but just don't put that much effort on this shot. I mean, you could categorize that as weak, but it's on the green. Should have thrown that one a little bit better. I mean, you can tell why this course is in the top 100 in the world. They have all these like bridges, and you got erosion control with the stones, and the course is in immaculate condition. This place is just blows my mind. I know there's places in the world that have courses this nice or nicer, but it's just a Central Texas, West Texas player where we just play on some rough land a lot. I mean, this is like, get a job in Mobile, Alabama, play this course 3 times a week. Life's over, life's happy. I got lucky to get through the trees. All right, hole 13, par 3, downhill, baskets tucked to the right. I don't want to think about that. I want to just play down the gap. I see you over there. I'm gonna throw my stable T-bird again on a little bit of Annie, just try to get it to go straight. Yep. Okay, now you can fade. Yeah, so I have a putt now, I think. Okay, I'm walking to my T-bird. I overdid it. I'm like 40 long. There's like a ditch back here, little small ditch. Okay, uphill putt for me, about 40-something feet. So I just need to be high enough to make it. Give it a chance, drop down, give it a chance. I pulled it to the right and it came off the nubs. Sounds like a train's coming. Sounds like a train's coming. Six, 7, 9. All right, so this is hole 14. This is a par 4. 5, well, it's 600 feet. It goes way, way to the right. And I'm not really sure what they want you to do. I think maybe being aggressive is the best thing. I have my beat-in destroyer. Okay, that was pretty good. I got down the gap. That's all you can do when you're playing a course blind. All right, it looks like we're getting some closure on that Viking Trail, home of the MGM cross country. Is that like a cross country team, or is it just a cross country walking group? Here it is, the Viking Trail. All right, let's find my disc. All right, we're here on the right side of the fairway. I have this like very straight shot. There's a basket behind a bunch of trees back there. I don't know if that's ours. I'm gonna play towards it. I have like a chariot that's a little bit straight, so I can play it forward and with maybe a pinch of Annie angle on it and see how it turns out. That's so unfortunate. I really like the makeup of that shot. Just didn't actually have a little bit of Annie on it that was supposed to. Oh, I think I threw to the wrong basket. Oh, so it's not a backhand at all, it's a forehand. I didn't know that, dang it. That would have been different. So I threw to the wrong basket. Okay, it happens. I mean, it happens. You see baskets and then you throw to the wrong ones. Shoot. Yeah, I guess I would have thrown like a flippy T-bird or a TL3 sidearm. Yeah, I was looking at this basket, but it's this one. Oh well, I can take a par. Didn't know. My bad. Okay, this is the 15th, par 4, 540. Looks like a little 2-shot hole. Just try to keep it in the middle. I'm gonna throw my Anubis down the right side gap here. Let it fade slowly. Yes, perfect, perfect. Okay, so we had landed right in the middle of the fairway here, and we have like this double lane situation. If I was there, I might throw like a putter backhand, but I'm gonna try this like left scap forehand with my Inca, my mid-range. Yeah, I know this thing is smooth. No way. Worst shot I've ever thrown, but I'm parked. Well, it's, oh, sorry, camera. It's one way to get a birdie. Just make it through the trees. People are gonna ask me, Brad, what's your favorite course to play? People are not going to ask me that. Well, they're for sure gonna ask me that question. They always ask me that. I'm always asked, what's your favorite course? And how I do courses is you gotta have more than the course. You gotta have like a river, mountains, curvy mountain roads to drive. You gotta have like other stuff, because the way that I look at disc golf is you take off work to go play disc golf. You either like, you get your buddies to do the same thing. You meet up, you go play. You gotta have other stuff besides the course there for me, for it to be my number one. That's kind of why I like Milo and I like Smugs, is because you get mountains and rivers and you get disc golf. But the Admiral here in Mobile, Alabama is one of my favorite courses I've ever played. I don't know what else there is around to do, but this is definitely one of my favorite courses to play. All right, this is hole 16. It's a dead straight shot. It's framed up on either side, uphill slightly. I've got the whale. Got the whale. I think if I throw it hard with a little ante on it, I could have a chance for the ace. Not enough ante. It still has a chance for the ace right here. It misses left chains by this much, but if it had the tiny ante that I wanted, could have been ace. Could have been an ace. Oh my goodness. I just left the camera by the basket. I went ace run long. So yeah, we're at circle 2 putt. Okay, let's see. Drop it down. Keep it smooth. We're going uphill slightly, so we need a little bit of power on it and high enough to go in. And I pulled it right again into the nubs. It is like a brand new putter, and it's humid today, and this Nexus plastic is sticky, and it is like maybe sticking on my grip a little bit because they're coming off just a smidge to the right today. But I like the way it looks. It has a really good color. I like this blue. All right, this is 17, par 4, 676 feet. There's 2 gaps. I think I'm gonna send it up the left side actually with my baby destroyer. I think if I throw it just full shot with the hyzer, a little bit of hyzer on it, it's gonna be the right disc. All right, full shot. Might have rolled my shoulder some. Because that flex instead of holding. So I think I kind of just like threw my arm down, didn't keep the greatest form. All right, on further inspection of the fairway, I think mid-range or maybe T-bird, but definitely probably mid-range is the right disc, not driver. Okay, I'm somewhat lucky that I got this trail, but the basket's like way to the right, so I don't really have a lot. I'm gonna try the destroyer again. Let's see. Pretty good. Okay, so we kind of still have a look for birdie. We just need to knock down a 60-footer. Okay, let's see. 60 feet, slightly downhill. Needs to be high enough and hard enough to make it. So we're just gonna aim. I did the same thing again. grip lock, not grip lock, but like it's like just sticking on my hand, going to the right some. Okay, I mean, being that far right off the tee shot, still having a birdie luck is not too bad. I'll take a par. All right, we made it to the end, guys. Thanks for watching this. After we get done here, just gonna fill up the car with gas, get some anything of water, maybe make sure if I need any more food, and then continue my way to Florida. This is a par 5 though, 900 feet basically, very narrow. I'm gonna go flippy bottom stamp destroyer. Just, I'm gonna have good form this time. I called it. Held my little follow through and everything. Oh, that's a fantastic shot. Love it. I can't even believe it. I mean, when you get down here and then you see what you had to deal with to be in the middle, it's like, no way. But I did it today, right now, in the moment. I'm here. One of the best possible places you can be, I think. Okay, I think that there's a dog leg. I think it goes left. There's a considerable amount of trees in the way here. So I'm just gonna throw a destroyer to see if I can get lucky. This is not, I don't recommend throwing a driver on your second shot, but I'm gonna do it. Because I just wanna see if anything good can come. I threw a great shot. So that's nice. All right, so I have 2 destroyers in my bag that are kind of similar. So one is a star destroyer, bottom stamped. It's really flippy. It's got a little blizzard on the rim. I got it played again in the used bin. And then I have a baby destroyer, which is a 156 grammed disc that I've already had for a long time. It's already beat in. But the weird thing is the baby destroyer still, for like a flippy woods disc, it still can be a little stable, where my bottom stamped one is like always sort of like a flip up disc. So they work really well together. Like if I want to have a little bit more hold on my shot, I can throw the baby destroyer, especially if I'm gonna forehand it. But then if I want a little bit more of an S or a big flip up turn, I'll throw the bottom stamped one. And I think I'm parked for, no, I'm not, shit. All right, this is it. This is my moment. So this is after 2 throws on a par 5. I have like a legit eagle look. It's like, you know, 80 feet or something. For a lot of people, they would just jump putt this. Am I on that level? Or should I throw it? I mean, I have almost enough power to get there from 80 feet. Let's see. A little throw. It's about the same. I probably should just work on a little bit more wrist control from this distance, so that way I can have like some accuracy too. Because like once I kind of flail, I lose it. Oh well. It's a tap and birdie. Well, that was fun. Didn't lose my putter. I only had 1 bogey. Had some good pars after throwing bad shots, but I also had really good birdies and had a great time playing this course. So whoever, the county, city, club, whoever maintains this place, this is like top tier in my opinion. This is like world class. This is leading, it's like the pinnacle of public disc golf courses, I would say. I didn't, there's not like a paid gate to get in here, so this place is just fantastic. You guys have great land. I mean, I'll give you that. You've got these tall, beautiful trees, and you've got like rolling topography. So you do have some of the best land you could possibly have for disc golf, but you've maintained it, and it's fucking awesome. I love this place. All right, I'm gonna go. All right, this is the state line. We're in Florida. There's a welcome center. You get like this Navy base, Navy museum, Navy something. I'm not gonna go look at it. I got a lot more driving to do, but I just wanted to take a piss. But Florida welcomes you. Thanks. Thanks, Florida. Florida's right on time. Just a little thunderstorm to welcome a new day. And it continues